Greetings, this is Jerry Revier with the Avaya Serviceability Engineering team. This video will look at some issues around losing or forgetting the administrator password and some strategies on how to overcome this problem within Communication Manager. The video you are viewing will offer some ideas to overcoming lost administrator passwords that can happen for a number of reasons. Some of those reasons are simply a lack of use and the details of the login are forgotten, or possibly administrators leaving the company and not passing the login information to the staff that remains. I expect to offer a few approaches to mitigate the login problem and to allow you, the customer, to not be prevented from administering your system. In the video, I will create some logins, explain a possible process on how to utilize those logins, and demonstrate changing a password to recover the use of a primary administrator login. I have logged into the Communication Manager SMI webpage and have selected the Server Maintenance link. I will select the Administrator's Account link within the Security section of the interface. The first thing I will perform is to create two administrative logins for my example. They will be called Primary Admin and Backup Admin. The first step in this interface is to define the login type. Since we are dealing with administrative logins, I am selecting the top radio button to select that login type. I am pushing the Submit button to start the process. In the next screen, I will enter the login name of Primary Admin. Because I originally selected the administrator login type, the other details of that login type are defaulted. The other choices should be left alone, and I will enter the password twice to define it. Finally, I will press Submit. After the screen returns, you can see that the response of the login of Primary Admin was successfully created. I will repeat the same process for the login called Backup Admin. And again, that login was successfully created. The next step, by selecting the radio button called Change Login and using the drop-down, you can see that both of those newly created logins are present. In the screen, either administrator could make changes to the other login, just as a point of clarification. For a moment, I would like you to pretend that the primary admin user has changed their password and has forgotten what they have changed it to. I have logged out of the SMI and I'm at the initial login screen. I will log in as the backup admin user and use the same tool to correct the lost password situation for the primary admin as we would expect to see done in the customer environment. Going into the administrator login dialog, I have selected the Change Login radio button. Selecting the login primary admin and pressing Submit takes us to the next screen, which allows me to enter a new password. Setting the new password and pressing Submit returns the status that the primary admin login was successfully modified. I will now log off as the backup admin login. Using the primary admin login and the new password, I now have control of that login again and can perform administration in the maintenance web pages as well as the system administration terminal, the SAT. Taking a moment before closing, I mentioned earlier I would offer some strategies on this process. A login like what I labeled as Backup Admin could be created and protected to be used in emergencies only. It could be kept in the control of the executive office. I suggest it is a good fallback plan. I should also note that as I showed how to change a password, any other administrator could tamper with it. But being an administrator, a level of trust was granted to that individual. Finally, the backup admin login could be used as a regular login. It could have the same issues as a primary login, however. The user that is using that login could be called upon to fix the primary login password. Finally, these are a couple strategy thoughts that could be employed to always have administrative control of your system. Thank you for your time today. We welcome comments, questions, and feedback at mentor@avaya.com or on Twitter @AvayaMentor. For more details or related information, please visit support.avaya.com. Thank you for choosing Avaya.